And in this video, we're going to take a look at 4 really cool games for the ModRetro Chromatic that I've had a hand in helping bring to the community. And therefore, they're pretty special to me. Those are great games, but having a hand in bringing these to the masses is just awesome. Start off strong here. We got Shanty. And we gonna take a look here at Traumatarium Penitent, Tales of Monsterland DX, and last, and certainly not least, Toki-Tori Ultimate Edition. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox these, take a look at the gameplay, and see what they're all about. Alright, so we got Shanty, first game we're going to check out. This is a pretty cool little game. It is a action-adventure game with a little bit of simulation, in the sense it's a simulation where you're a pirate and you have to gather a crew and manage them and do like courier services and stuff. It's pretty cool. And then on top of that, you've got the battles which you battle the pirates in the form of rhythm games, not unlike what you find like Everhood or even Guitar Hero. Pretty cool game here, pretty unique, especially for the Game Boy platform or Chromatic, whichever you happen to be playing this on. Now, this is a Game Boy game. As you can see here, this is the monochrome Chromatic. Indicates it is a Game Boy only game, but it does support some color. It also supports the Super Game Boy, which I thought was pretty cool. And you got the game here, and let's actually take a look at the manual first. So here's the manual. So it's got a full color manual, pretty cool. I love the artwork here on the pages. Yeah, information about your pirate ship. You've got side missions you can do, like loyalty missions, courier missions. You've got all the characters you can run into, your enemy. So yeah, you do have the English as your enemies, but also other pirates as well. Towns you can visit, like Port Royal and Havana, Tortuga, Nassau, Santiago, Saint Dominic, Portobello. And here's the map of all the places you can visit. It's pretty big, especially for a Game Boy game. The battle mode and the credits there. This game I am credited in, which I appreciate. But here's the game. Here's the cartridge. I love the gold color. I really like the gold color. And with all of the Chromatic games, it comes with a little charm. Shanty's charm is a little C, a little skull C here. Now these are meant to go on the Chromatic. Happy to have these. They're pretty cool looking. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to open up the cartridge and we're going to take a look at the inside. Now, because here's the inside of the board, or the inside of the cartridge. I'm going to take it ever so slowly. And here it is. Pretty cool. So those that are interested to know what's inside the Shanty, there you go. Pretty cool. Now, let's close this up and take a look at some gameplay. Alright, I'm going to pop it into my Kirby Shield Game Boy. Now that we got all back together. So I showed you some gameplay footage of it on the Super Game Boy. It's going to be footage on an actual modded Game Boy Color. I'm hoping it saved my game. And it did not. That's okay, though. I think it might have been an issue on my end. But anyway. So here it is running on the original Game Boy. It sounds great. I love the music in this game. And I like the colors. Even if it is minimal colors. Still looks nice. It's pretty cool to be able to be a part of this game. It's a wonderful game. Definitely worth picking up. Let's move on to the next game. Okay, here we have Traumatarium Penitent. I've covered the first game, and to be a part of the second game is just really, really cool. So in this game, this is a point-and-click adventure game, like an old-school dungeon crawler, and it's a really neat game. This also is a Game Boy only title that supports minimal Game Boy Color color palettes. I absolutely love the pink color on this cartridge. My camera does not do it justice. It really doesn't. This pink is amazing. I love the cartridge choice. It's awesome. Alrighty. We're going to go ahead and just take a look at the charm here real quick. So I think it's a little bit backwards. So this is the logo for the developer. I'm going to probably butcher this, but I think it's Eligos. Eligos. I'm probably totally butchering that, and if they're watching, I'm sorry about that. Let's look at the manual here, and we'll dive into the game. All right, so here we've got the battles, got the dungeons. We got tons of information, notes. I love the artwork. The artwork's really cool. Here's a ton of notes here you can do, and credits, or yeah, you can take notes if you want. The credits there. Again, I love the artwork here. I love the fact it's full color. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cartridge itself here. Now, of course, I'm going to open this up, and we're going to take a look inside. I'm going to just open it up right now. Okay, so we're just going to unscrew it here. Okay, and pop it off. There we go. Here's the inside of Traumatarium. If I can get it off without, there we go. So I think they're all going to be pretty much the same, but it's still cool to be able to open it up and take a look at it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this back together, and we're going to take a look at some gameplay. All right, I'm going to pop it here in my Kirby Game Boy Color. Love this little thing here. Okay, I'm going to start the game up. I love the music in this game. Let me turn this up. Yeah, it has a decent storyline. Little map there for you. So here we go. So we're going to go ahead and just a shop here. We can buy stuff out. I'm going to go and just leave, though. I don't need to buy anything. Grab the fruit. And I'm going to go to the right. Okay, I'm not going to rest. I'm going to leave. That's the inn. And then upper left-hand corner there, you can see the map. Until it shows you what room you're in. Oh, I found a potion. Good deal. And there's boss battles in here. I mean, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool game, honestly. And who is this? I forgot who this is. Oh. It's just a villager with children, apparently. Oh, look, gold. Awesome. Alright. Again, I really like the music in this game. It's got some awesome music. And it really is a cool and unique game to have on the Game Boy platform. It's pretty neat. Okay. So we found meat. Awesome. Okay, and then, we found a map. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and found another potion. Alright, so this has been enough of the gameplay here for this game. Let's go and take a look at the last two games here we've got to take a look at. Alright, here we've got Tales of Monsterland DX. This is a pretty cool action-adventure game. Not unlike, came to mind was Little Nemo. This came to mind here back on the NES. I covered the original release. This is the full color release. This is the new and improved game here. Take a look at the manual here first. by the developer. There's Georgia Games themselves there. We've got the credits here. And of course, I thought I was in the credits. Oh, yep, I'm right there. I'm right there. Notes. And yeah, pretty cool to have my name in the credits of this one here. Let's take a look at the cartridge itself. I love the fact they went with the translucent cart. This is a full color. This is a Game Boy Color only game. You can tell that because of the rainbow chromatic logo there. Now, I understand the cart colors are chosen by the developers themselves, from my understanding. So it's pretty cool. I like that they went with the translucent color. I have a feeling it's because the old school Game Boy Color games were translucent to differentiate themselves from other Game Boy games. So I'm presuming that's why they went this direction, which awesome. It was an awesome design choice. We don't have to pull this one apart to see it really. I can kind of see it back there. And I'm not going to pull this one apart, actually. Alright, and this one's charm is the main character of the game here. I forget his name, but here's the main character. There, it's pretty cool. I'm going to set that off to the side. Let's pop this in here and check out a little bit of gameplay. Okay, we got the Game Boy here. This was a lot of fun to be a part of, too. All these games were a lot of fun to be a part of. Can I continue? Oh, I can. Oh, no, I can't. I thought I had a save game on here. Apparently I didn't. I have to continue straight. It's fine. And wait a second. I'm going to back that up a second. Okay, the reason I stopped it there is because I didn't realize this, but this game has voice acting in it. That is crazy for a Game Boy Color game. Listen to this. I'm going to see if I can get you to hear it here. Let's start a new game. There we go. That is friggin' cool. That is really, really neat. I don't know why I didn't realize that before. That is awesome. That is really, really cool. That is just so cool to see that, or to hear that this game has voice acting. I'm not sure if that's the only part. I think that was put in. I swear that was put in post. I don't know though, because I don't recall it being in the game while I was involved with it. But that's really awesome. That is so cool. And here we go. Here is Tales of Monsterland DX in full color glory. I'm not going to go too much into the game because I've covered this game previously, but it's just beautiful to see in full color, and the fact there's voice acting is just makes it that much better. Alright, so I've seen some gameplay footage here of Tales of Monsterland DX. Let's check out the last game out of the 4 games that I've been involved with that have been released so far, and that is Toki-Tori Ultimate Edition. Okay, the final release that I've been a part of here thus far is Toki-Tori Ultimate Edition. Now, this isn't just a re-release. This is the definitive way to play the game. So, as since here, we got exclusive to this re-release. I guess it is a re-release, but it is the definitive way to play the game. Faster movement, auto-jumping, no more pesky timers. Timer's gone. And faster menu navigation. So, pretty cool. Now, this is a Game Boy Color only game. Or Game Boy Color compatible only game. Only compatible game, excuse me. I love that bright yellow. I love that design choice with that bright yellow. Let's take a look at the manual here first. Starting up, we got precautions, we got Toki-Tori's Magical Quest, we got controls, menu controls, options, how to clear saves, we got Toki sleeping, world select, we've got level select, tools and weapons. I love that. Tons and tons of stuff in this manual. I love the fact it's full color. It's beautiful. I love the artwork in this game. Here's some free tips. Pretty awesome manual. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cartridge itself here. They want this beautiful yellow. Now I'm going to take it apart, actually, just to see if there's any difference between the other three and this one. I don't foresee there being any difference, but I just take a look here, and just because I can. Pop it up. Open here. Oh, come on. There we go. And nope, it doesn't look like there's any difference here with this board. Pretty cool, though. Pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and pop this in and take a look at some gameplay footage. Alright, so we got it in the Game Boy Color here. 2 tribes. English, because why not? Play game options. Go to the options here. Take a look at options. We got show credits, music, graphics, language, and clear save game. Play game. I really like the animation here. It's pretty cool. Reminds me of like old school DOS games. Alright, so now it's up to you, Toki-Tori, to rescue all of your siblings. I love how the eggs are flying, even though they don't have wings, because they're eggs. It's great. I really wish that other games that I... Okay, and it's about ready to pop into the game here in Forest Falls. And this is the Toki-Tori you have grown to know and love, with improvements to the overall gameplay. It is Toki-Tori in all of his glory. It is just an amazing puzzle platformer that was awesome to be a part of. Now, I'm not credited, unfortunately, but still awesome to be a part of it. Especially such an iconic game. And then we're going to move on to the next stage. I went back and played the original game, and it just... This game is so much better than the original. I mean, you really have to play that one to appreciate this one, I guess. Oh, or maybe just, memory, maybe. But this game is incredible. I love how you have the tutorial levels to teach you the tools that you get along the way before you have to use them. I thought that was a nice touch. And yep, that is Toki-Tori on the Game Boy Color / Chromatic. Amazing, amazing game. Alright, let's go ahead and wrap it up. One thing I forgot to mention was this game's charm, which is fitting. And Toki-Tori Ultimate Edition's charm is, in fact, Toki-Tori. A wonderful choice. for such a great, iconic game. Now let's really wrap it up. All right, so that was a look at 4 amazing titles on the Chromatic that I was a part of. Amazing experience. I want to thank ModRetro. I want to thank Space Spot Interactive. I want to thank the developers involved with these titles, as well as other titles that I'm helping out with. It's a great experience. It's an amazing experience that I'm honored to be a part of. It is amazing to be able to bring these games to you guys, to everyone that enjoys the Game Boy and Game Boy Color games on whatever platform you choose to play them on. And I look forward to future projects, potentially. So we'll see what the future holds. If you want to pick these games up for yourself, please do so. There's some great games here, some reimagined classics, and some new awesome games. I don't get any kickback from any of these links I'm going to post here. They're just here for you to purchase the games and have them as part of your collection. Please do so. Got some great developers, a great publisher, and some awesome titles. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, until next time, take care and happy gaming.